at the Miss Grand Thailand pageant was filled with glamour, anticipation, and the unmistakable thrill of live performance. Contestants from across the country gathered to showcase not only their beauty, but also their confidence, intelligence, and ability to handle the unexpected. Among them was Kamolwan Chanago, an 18-year-old contestant who would soon capture the attention of audiences far beyond the pageant stage, not for a flawless walk or a rehearsed speech, but for a moment that turned into an unforgettable display of humor and composure. During the preliminary competition, everything appeared to be going smoothly as contestants took turns introducing themselves. When it was Kamolwan Chanago's moment to step forward, she approached the microphone with poise, ready to present herself to the judges and audience. However, in a surprising and completely unscripted twist, her veneers, her fake teeth, suddenly slipped out mid-introduction. For many, such a moment might have been mortifying, enough to shake even the most seasoned performer. But instead of panicking, Kamolwan Chanago reacted with remarkable calmness. Without missing a beat, she quickly retrieved her veneers and popped them back into place. Her composure remained intact as she continued her introduction, showing no signs of embarrassment or hesitation. The audience, initially stunned, soon responded with admiration and applause. It was a moment that perfectly captured the unpredictability of live events and the true test of a contestant's confidence under pressure. Clips of the incident quickly began circulating online, turning Kamolwan Chanago into a viral sensation. Social media users praised her ability to handle the situation with grace and humor. Rather than being defined by the mishap, she was celebrated for her authenticity and resilience. Many viewers commented that her reaction made her more relatable and likable, qualities that are often just as important as physical appearance in modern pageantry. As the finals of Miss Grand Thailand approached, anticipation built not only around who would take home the crown, but also around whether Kamolwan Chanago would address her now famous moment. The stage was set for a grand finale, with lights shining bright and millions tuning in to watch the event unfold. Contestants once again prepared to introduce themselves, each hoping to leave a lasting impression on the judges and audience. When it was her turn during the finals, Kamolwan Chanago did something that instantly won over the crowd. With a playful smile and a confident demeanor, she paused before her introduction and deliberately popped her veneers into place on stage. The gesture was clearly intentional, a humorous callback to the viral incident that had brought her so much attention. The audience erupted in cheers and laughter, appreciating her willingness to embrace the moment rather than shy away from it. This act of self-awareness and humor highlighted an important aspect of her personality. Instead of viewing the earlier mishap as something embarrassing, Kamolwan Chanago transformed it into a defining moment of her pageant journey. By owning the situation and turning it into a lighthearted performance, she demonstrated confidence, creativity, and a strong sense of self, all qualities that resonate deeply with audiences. Throughout the competition, Kamolwan Chanago maintained a strong stage presence. Her walk, expressions, and interactions reflected a contestant who was comfortable in her own skin. While pageants often emphasize perfection, her story served as a reminder that authenticity and the ability to adapt can be just as powerful. In a world where many strive to present an idealized version of themselves, her candid and humorous approach stood out. Despite her memorable performances and the widespread attention she received, Kamolwan Chanago did not place in the final rankings of Miss Grand Thailand. While this outcome may have been disappointing from a competitive standpoint, it did little to diminish the impact she had on viewers and fans. In many ways, she became one of the most talked about contestants of the event, proving that success is not always measured by titles or crowns. A spokesperson for Miss Grand Thailand later commented on her performance, expressing pride in her confidence and stage presence. The acknowledgement reinforced the idea that pageants are not solely about winning, but also about personal growth, representation, and the ability to inspire others. Kamolwan Chanago's journey exemplified these values as she managed to turn an unexpected mishap into a moment of empowerment. The reaction from the audience, both in the venue and online, continued to pour in even after the competition ended. Many praised her for showing that imperfections can be embraced rather than hidden. Others noted that her response to the situation made her more memorable than many of the contestants who delivered flawless performances. In an environment often associated with strict standards and polished presentations, her authenticity brought a refreshing change. Her story also sparked conversations about the pressures faced by pageant contestants. Participants are often expected to maintain a perfect image at all times, leaving little room for mistakes. However, Kamolwan Chanago's experience demonstrated that mistakes are not only inevitable, but can also become opportunities for connection and growth. By handling the situation with humor and confidence, she challenged traditional notions of perfection. In addition to her stage presence, her ability to laugh at herself resonated deeply with viewers. Humor, especially in high-pressure situations, is a powerful tool. It can diffuse tension, create a sense of relatability, and leave a lasting impression. Kamolwan Chanago used humor not as a defense mechanism, but as a way to take control of the narrative surrounding her experience. The viral nature of her moment also highlighted the role of social media in shaping public perception. Within hours of the preliminary competition, clips of her incident were being shared widely, accompanied by supportive and amused reactions. Instead of facing criticism, she received an outpouring of encouragement. This response reflected a shift in audience values, where authenticity and resilience are increasingly celebrated. As discussions about the pageant continued, many fans expressed that Kamolwan Chanago embodied qualities that go beyond traditional beauty standards. Her confidence, adaptability, and sense of humor made her a standout figure. Even though she did not win a title, she succeeded in capturing hearts and inspiring conversations about what it truly means to be a beauty queen. Her journey serves as a reminder that success can take many forms. While winning a pageant is a significant achievement, leaving a positive and lasting impression can be equally meaningful. Kamolwan Chanago's ability to turn an unexpected moment into a highlight of the competition ensured that she would be remembered long after the event concluded. In the end, the story of Kamolwan Chanago at Miss Grand Thailand is one of resilience, humor, and authenticity. It shows that even in the most polished and high-stakes environments, there is room for genuine human moments. Her experience encourages others to embrace imperfections, face challenges with confidence, and find humor in unexpected situations. The image of her confidently popping her veneers back in place, both during the preliminaries and the finals, has become symbolic of her approach to life. It represents the idea that setbacks do not define a person. Rather, it is how they respond that truly matters. For many viewers, this message was far more impactful than any crown or title could ever be. As the pageant world continues to evolve, stories like hers play an important role in shaping its future. They remind both participants and audiences that beauty is not just about appearance, but also about character, resilience, and the ability to connect with others. Kamolwan Chanago may not have won the competition, but she undoubtedly won something just as valuable: the admiration and respect of people around the world. Her moment on stage will likely be remembered as one of the most iconic highlights of Miss Grand Thailand, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. And in a world that often prioritizes perfection, that authenticity is what truly stands out.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.